Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English with Tom and Anna.
We are so happy to see you again. Thank you for coming back to learn English with us.
I am Tom.
And I am Anna.
Today is a very special lesson because we are going to learn helping verbs in English.
Yes, not just one or two helping verbs. We will learn helping verbs in a simple and easy way.
By the end of this lesson, you will understand what helping verbs are, why we use them, how they change in different tenses, and how to use them in daily English.
We will also learn positive sentences, negative sentences, question sentences, and many real-life examples.
We will compare helping verbs and show you the difference between them.
We will also look at common mistakes that many beginners make.
Don't worry if you are new to English.
We will explain everything slowly and clearly.
We promise to use very easy English.
So relax, enjoy the lesson, and learn with us.
And don't forget to practice by speaking with us.
Let's begin.
First, what is a helping verb?
Is it a verb that helps another verb?
Excellent! Yes, that is exactly right.
So a helping verb cannot always work alone?
Very good question. Sometimes it can work alone, and sometimes it helps the main verb.
Can you give us an easy example?
Of course. She is happy.
Here, is the helping verb.
Yes.
But where is the main verb?
Good question. In this sentence, is works as the main verb because it shows the state.
Oh, interesting.
Now look at another sentence. She is reading.
Now, reading is the main verb.
Exactly.
And is helps reading.
Perfect.
So sometimes helping verbs help another verb.
Yes.
Are there many helping verbs in English?
Yes, there are many.
Can you tell us their names?
Of course. We have be verbs.
They are am, is, are, was, and were.
Correct.
Then we have verbs.
Yes, have, has, and had.
And we also have do verbs.
Exactly. Do, does, and did.
Are these the most common helping verbs?
Yes, these are the helping verbs that every beginner should learn first.
Great.
Later, we also use helping verbs like will, would, can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, and others.
But today, we want to understand helping verbs completely.
Exactly.
Where should we start?
We should start with the be verbs.
That sounds easy.
The be verbs are am, is, are, was, and were.
I always get confused.
Many students do.
Don't worry. Let's learn them one by one.
Great. First is am.
When do we use am?
We use am only with I.
Only with I?
Yes.
Never with he?
Never.
Never with they?
Never. Listen carefully. I am happy.
I am tired.
I am ready.
I am your friend.
These are all correct.
Can I say I is happy?
No.
Why?
Because I always takes am.
So I is happy is wrong.
Correct.
The correct sentence is I am happy.
Exactly.
Easy.
Now let's learn is.
I think we use is with he.
Correct.
Also with she.
Yes.
And with it.
Perfect. Listen to these examples. He is busy.
She is kind.
It is cold.
He is sleeping.
She is cooking.
It is raining.
Excellent examples.
Can I say he am busy?
No.
That is wrong.
Yes.
The correct sentence is he is busy.
Exactly.
What about she are happy?
That is also wrong.
The correct sentence is she is happy.
Great job.
I think I understand.
Wonderful.
Now what about are?
We use are with you, we, and they.
Let's practice.
You are my friend.
We are students.
They are at home.
You are learning English.
We are watching a movie.
They are playing football.
Very nice.
Can I say, they is playing football?
No.
The correct sentence is, they are playing football.
Exactly.
This is becoming easy.
That's great to hear.
Can we compare am, is, and are together?
Of course. I am.
He is.
She is.
It is.
You are.
We are.
They are.
That is a nice pattern.
Yes.
Can everyone repeat with us?
Great idea.
Say it aloud.
I am.
He is.
She is.
It is.
You are.
We are.
They are.
Excellent.
Now let's make positive sentences.
Positive sentences tell something normally.
Exactly. I am hungry.
She is beautiful.
They are busy.
We are ready.
You are late.
He is a doctor.
It is a beautiful day.
These are easy to understand.
Now let's learn negative sentences.
We just add not.
Exactly. I am not tired.
He is not busy.
She is not at home.
They are not ready.
We are not late.
You are not wrong.
Very good.
Can we use short forms?
Yes, we do that in everyday English.
I love short forms.
Listen carefully. I am becomes I'm.
He is becomes he's.
She is becomes she's.
It is becomes its.
We are becomes we're.
They are becomes their.
You are becomes your.
These sound very natural.
Yes.
Native speakers use these every day.
Now let's learn questions.
Great.
To make a question, we move the helping verb to the front.
Can you show us?
Yes. You are happy.
The question is,
Are you happy?
easy.
He is ready.
Is he ready?
They are here.
Are they here?
I am late. The question is, am I late?
Oh.
Very easy.
Can I say, is I late?
No.
The correct question is, am I late?
Exactly.
Let's practice more.
Are you busy?
Yes, I am.
Is she your sister?
Yes, she is.
Are they at school?
No, they aren't.
Is he sleeping?
Yes, he is.
Wonderful.
What about WH questions?
Good question. We simply put the WH word first.
Like what?
Where are you?
Who is she?
Why are they late?
When is he coming?
How are you?
What is your name?
Excellent.
These are very useful in daily English.
Yes, you will hear these every day.
Can we do a small conversation?
Sure.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you busy today?
No, I'm not.
Is your brother at home?
Yes, he is.
Are your parents working?
Yes, they are.
Excellent conversation.
That felt natural.
Because these helping verbs are everywhere in English.
I have another question.
Go ahead.
Sometimes I hear there is and there are.
Excellent question.
What is the difference?
We use there is for one person or one thing.
Example,
There is a cat in the room.
only one cat.
Exactly.
And there are?
We use it for more than one.
There are 3 cats in the room.
Perfect.
Can I say there are a cat?
No.
Because one cat needs there is.
Exactly.
Many students make that mistake.
Yes, they do.
Friends, pause the video and make one sentence with there is.
Then make another sentence with there are.
Write your answers in the comments.
We would love to read them.
And keep practicing with us because practice makes you better every day.
Great job, everyone. We have learned am, is, and are.
But we are not finished yet.
Not at all.
We still have was and were.
Yes, and they are also be verbs.
Are they used for the present?
No.
Then when do we use them?
We use was and were for the past.
So they talk about yesterday, last week, last year, or another past time.
Exactly.
Which subjects use was?
We use was with I, he, she, and it.
And were?
We use were with you, we, and they.
So the pattern changes a little.
That's right.
Let's practice.
I was tired yesterday.
He was at school.
She was very happy.
It was cold last night.
You were late.
We were busy.
They were at the park.
These are easy.
Now let's compare the present and the past.
Great idea.
Today, I am happy.
Yesterday, I was happy.
Today, she is busy.
Yesterday, she was busy.
Today, they are at home.
Yesterday, they were at home.
Can you hear the difference?
Yes.
Am, is, and are for the present.
Was and were are for the past.
Perfect.
Let's make negative sentences.
I was not sick.
He was not angry.
She was not at work.
They were not late.
We were not tired.
You were not wrong.
Excellent.
Can we use short forms?
Of course.
Was not becomes wasn't.
Were not becomes weren't.
I wasn't hungry.
They weren't ready.
He wasn't at home.
We weren't busy.
These sound natural.
They do.
Now let's make questions.
Was she happy?
Yes, she was.
Were they at school?
No, they weren't.
Was he your teacher?
Yes, he was.
Were you tired?
Yes, I was.
Great.
What about WH questions?
Listen carefully. Where were you yesterday?
I was at home.
Why was she late?
Because the bus was late.
Who was with you?
My friend was with me.
When were they here?
They were here yesterday.
Excellent.
Can I make a mistake?
Of course.
They was happy.
Almost.
What is correct?
They were happy.
Because they always takes were.
Exactly.
What about this? He were sick.
That is also wrong.
The correct sentence is he was sick.
Perfect.
I think many beginners make these mistakes.
Yes, but now you know the correct rules.
Wonderful.
Now let's learn another group.
Which one?
Have, has, and had.
I always hear these words.
Yes, they are very common.
What do they do?
They help us talk about actions, experiences, and completed work.
That sounds interesting.
Don't worry.
Please explain simply.
We use have with I, you, we, and they.
We use has with he, she, and it.
Exactly.
And had?
We use had for the past with every subject.
Let's see some examples.
I have finished my homework.
You have cleaned your room.
We have eaten breakfast.
They have arrived.
He has finished his work.
She has cooked dinner.
It has stopped raining.
Great.
Now the past.
I had finished my homework before dinner.
She had left before we arrived.
They had gone home.
Excellent.
Can I say he have finished?
No,
Why?
because he takes has.
So the correct sentence is he has finished.
Exactly.
Can I say they have arrived?
No.
It should be they have arrived.
Perfect.
Let's make negative sentences.
I have not finished.
She has not called me.
They have not arrived.
He had not eaten.
Wonderful.
And the short forms?
Have not becomes haven't.
Has not becomes hasn't.
Had not becomes hadn't.
I haven't finished.
She hasn't arrived.
They hadn't left.
Excellent.
Can we ask questions?
Yes. Have you finished?
Yes, I have.
Has she called you?
No, she hasn't.
Had they left before you came?
Yes, they had.
Very good.
What about WH questions?
Where have you been?
I have been at work.
Why has he gone home?
Because he was tired.
How have you learned English?
I have learned English by practicing every day.
Excellent answer.
I like these examples.
They are useful in daily English.
Now, let's learn another helping verb group.
Yes,
Do, does, and did.
these are very important.
Why?
Because we use them for questions, negatives, and emphasis.
Let's begin with do.
We use do with I, you, we, and they.
We use does with he, she, and it.
Exactly.
And did?
We use did for the past with every subject.
Let's see positive examples first.
In normal positive sentences, we usually do not use do or does.
Really?
Yes,
We simply say, I like coffee.
correct.
Not, I do like coffee.
Right.
But sometimes I hear people say, I do like coffee.
Great observation.
Why do they say that?
They use do to give extra feeling.
Like strong meaning?
Exactly. I do like this movie.
He does love his family.
These are correct.
But in normal speech, we usually say, I like this movie.
Correct.
Now, negative sentences.
I do not like tea.
I don't like tea.
He does not play football.
He doesn't play football.
They do not watch TV every day.
They don't watch TV every day.
Great.
What about questions?
Do you like pizza?
Yes, I do.
Does she speak English?
Yes, she does.
Do they live here?
No, they don't.
Excellent.
Now the past.
We use did.
Did you call your friend?
Yes, I did.
Did she finish the work?
Yes, she did.
Did they arrive yesterday?
No, they didn't.
Great.
Now let's talk about a very common mistake.
I'm ready.
Many beginners say, he doesn't likes football.
Is that wrong?
Yes,
Why?
because after does, we use the base form of the verb.
So we should say, he doesn't like football.
Exactly.
Another mistake?
Many students say, did you went there?
Oh,
That is wrong,
why?
because after did, we use the base form.
So the correct sentence is, did you go there?
Perfect.
Let's practice.
Which one is correct? She doesn't eats rice.
Wrong.
Good.
She doesn't eat rice.
Excellent. Which one is correct? Did he came yesterday?
Wrong.
Corrected.
Did he come yesterday?
Perfect.
Friends, answer with us.
Practice every example aloud.
Speaking is the fastest way to improve.
Now let's compare all the helping verb groups together.
This will help us remember them.
Am, is, and are for the present.
Was and were are for the past.
Have and has are used with I, you, we, and they as their subjects.
Had is for the past with every subject.
Do and does help us make present questions and negative sentences.
Did helps us make past questions and negative sentences.
Wonderful.
Can we do one final challenge?
Yes,
I will say a wrong sentence.
and I will correct it.
I is happy.
I am happy.
She are a teacher.
She is a teacher.
They was here.
They were here.
He have a new job.
He has a new job.
They has finished.
They have finished.
He don't like coffee.
He doesn't like coffee.
Did she went home?
Did she go home?
Wow, that was fun.
Yes, and very useful.
Friends, if you answered correctly, great job.
If you made mistakes, don't worry.
Every English learner makes mistakes.
The important thing is to keep practicing.
Read these examples again.
Speak them aloud every day.
Listen to English every day.
Try to make your own sentences.
Comment 3 sentences below using helping verbs.
We would love to read your answers.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please give this video a like.
Subscribe to English with Tom and Anna for more easy English lessons.
Share this lesson with your friends and family.
Let's do one quick revision before we say goodbye.
Am is only with I.
Is with he, she, and it.
Are is with you, we, and they.
Was is the past form for I, he, she, and it.
Were is the past form for you, we, and they.
Have is with I, you, we, and they.
Has is with he, she, and it.
Had is the past form for every subject.
Do is with I, you, we, and they.
Does is with he, she, and it.
Did is for the past with every subject.
Fantastic.
You learned a lot today.
Keep practicing, and little by little, your English will become stronger.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
We truly appreciate every one of you.
Take care, keep smiling, and keep learning English every day.
See you in the next lesson.
Goodbye, everyone.